to cover the cost of the border wall. Congressman Andy Biggs, Republican, Arizona, joins us now. How do you feel about this, Congressman? I mean, you're from Arizona. The wall's going to be right next door to you. Do you think we should use military money to build it?
Well, we finally are getting caught up from the Obama administration and how it deteriorated, and I don't really want to divert the military increases to build that wall. When you have $650 billion left in that omnibus bill, I think we should make some cuts from some other places and put that money in to build the wall. But we have to build the wall.
But could that be done? I mean, the president could walk in and say, hey, you military guys, put $20 billion over here to build the wall. He could do that. I'm not so sure he could walk into other spending programs and say, hey, take some of that and use it for the wall. So there's a difference in what the president can actually do, I think.
You know, I agree with that. I mean, I think he could with the Department of Defense. You know, there's some other ways to get the money as well, but I will say we got to fund and start and complete that wall. We really have to. That is a national security issue as well, and so I think it could be justified. But I do think that you know, we're trying to catch up. We've got planes that don't fly. We've got training that's not getting done. We have pilots who can't get the training they need to fly, and that's what we finally plussed up. So I don't want to divert too much from.
But how did this happen? You're spending $1.3 trillion, but you only get $1.6 billion for the wall, and that's not to build a new wall, that's to fix the old one and maybe put up some fencing, and you get no punishment whatsoever for sanctuary cities and sanctuary states. They get all the money they want.
Yeah, look, you know, I'd love to pull my hair out over that because, look, I tried to get an amendment on to defund sanctuary cities, and I wasn't allowed to put my amendment on. This is a problem, and the process didn't really work real well in my mind because we had some priorities, one of which was funding the wall, and we didn't include that in there. And another was to defund the sanctuary cities, and we couldn't get that in there. And so,
can I just jump in for a second? We've had two congressmen on the show prior to this. Both of them have said, yeah, let's go with a 51-vote rule in the Senate to pass everything. You're in favor of that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's part of the problem. But I just want to say the House shouldn't use that as an excuse. We should do the best bill we can possibly do and then get it to the Senate. I think the American people would see that this stuff is all being delayed in the Senate, and we could put pressure on the Senate to change their rules to go from 60 to 51. But that 60-vote filibuster rule is really a huge problem. That's why you have hundreds of bills languishing in the Senate that are the conservative Trump agenda that are not getting completed because of that 60-vote rule.
Well said, Congressman Andy Biggs, and thank you very much for joining us this morning, sir. We do appreciate it.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks very much indeed. Steve Forbes.